Whether it's smooth sailing in the economy or we're in the middle of a perfect financial storm, there is so much to consider when it comes to protecting your financial future. Inflation, volatile markets, we have national debt, high taxes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and protecting and growing your nest egg is my business. Coming up on today's show,
fiercely fighting inflation. Go with a pro. How much risk is too much risk? And much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saving the Investor. Glad you're with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Craig Wolf alongside certified financial professional Alfie Townsend. Alfie, good morning.
Good morning.
Is there anything on the news we've been hearing more about than inflation over, I don't know, a couple of years now probably?
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store, you and I were talking.
Yeah.
Not only have prices gone up, but you get less in the package right now, which
Big time.
kind of cracks me up a little bit. Less Doritos, less of your
Yeah.
Cliff Bars. Package is the
Like
same
an
size.
airbag of burritos.
Yeah, there's a
or,
lot. Doritos.
Yeah. I don't eat them, so eat the chips. Though.
But gas prices,
Yeah.
energy prices in general, grocery stores, it's still painful. Are people becoming more cautious now that we've been in this
You're starting to see the
inflationary
money
environment?
drying up a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
this free money everybody had, they were like on a spending free. And what happened was everyone is buying, driving prices up. And that was just, it was just like it's cascading. And now you're starting to see it slow down. You have the Feds raising rates. These are the short-term rates. They had a bunch of these rate increases to fight inflation. Now, why you have to have inflation under control is because you cannot have runaway inflation. If that happened, think about the debt that we're in. Okay, we have debt of, over $32 trillion they have to pay on that debt. So they want to get inflation down so these interest rates start to come down. And that's what will happen. Interest rates will start to come down. But yeah, you have to make sure that your portfolio, your income is exceeding what inflation is, or you're going backwards. And things are costing more. We talk about restaurants are just everything, chicken's more, your eggs are more, everything is more.
Eggs are ridiculous. And I know there have been some accusations that the egg producers might be, not colluding, but by increasing the prices. Have the interest rate hikes, and I work in real estate, and I know that the forecast that my broker at Coldwell Banker has is that rates will come down. Did those rate hikes help at all?
Oh yeah, I mean it helps slow down. So with it, when you have inflation, you want to slow down the amount of spending that's going on, and that's what these rate hikes are doing. You can see with sales of houses here in Southwest Florida, we're sort of immune to a lot of things because people pay cash. But if you're getting a loan for a house, it's down across the country probably 30% or so. They're not, it used to be 2.5% interest. Now it's 6.5%, 7%. So things are definitely slowing up, but that's a good thing to slow it up, and then inflation comes down, and it will come down. When it does, it's fast, and then you're going to see a decrease in rates to get the economy going.
And for baby boomers like us, we realize that a 6% interest rate historically is pretty good because people were paying 16 and 18%, back in the Jimmy Carter years. And my first house was in the late 80s, and I had an 8% mortgage, and I was having a victory party.
Yeah, it's still not, but when you're used to that, 3.5, and then all of a sudden it's double that, it does take a toll out.
It is glaring. Lastly, Alfie, let's talk about your strategy in terms of your portfolio when we're in these these inflationary times.
Yeah, so again, in a portfolio, you really have to have sectors in there that are going to do better during interest rates are a little higher. So your growth stocks aren't going to do as good, but your value companies will do better. They typically have dividends, so a dividend portfolio could help you get to through this inflationary times. And you also our structured notes will pay very high interest rates for income. So these are all things that what we'll do is everyone's portfolio is custom here at the Advanced Retirement Group, and everybody's in a different situation. So we want to put that plan together, look at everything, and then put that right plan together for you.
Times are not boring right now, are they?
No, they're definitely.
Inflation, the war in Ukraine, this banking crisis, a lot going on.
There's a lot going on right now.
All right, that's why you go to an expert like Alfie. We're just beginning this morning on Saving the Investor. Please stay with us. There's much more to come.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Are you worried about inflation and how it's affecting your retirement?
Well, you're not alone. According to a recent study, 73% of Americans rank their finances as their number one stress in life.
But don't worry, there's help available. Alfie's free retirement toolkit can help you transform your worries into confidence.
Inside this toolkit, you'll find valuable resources like a guide to creating a retirement income plan, tips for saving for retirement, and strategies for protecting your retirement savings from inflation.
Plus, you'll get a copy of Alfie's new book, Making Waves in Retirement.
This free toolkit provides valuable insights like ways to transform your worries of retirement into confidence, ways to discover the weak points in your retirement plan, ways even small changes to your retirement plan can make a big difference, and how big your tax bill could be in retirement.
To get Alfie's free retirement toolkit, simply text the word KIT to 239-747-1080. That's KIT to 239-747-1080.
Don't wait and act now. This offer is only available for a limited time. Text KIT to 239-747-1080 today and start building a worry-free retirement.
I love the game of golf, and there's a couple times I was able to play with a caddy. And every time I play with a caddy, it lowers my score 4 to 5 strokes. Now that's a lot. If you play golf, if you can lower your score 4 or 5 strokes, that's huge. And the same thing is, why can I lower my score? Why can a caddy lower my score? Is very easy. They give me shortcuts. They tell me where to hit the ball. They tell me what not to do. They tell me where to putt, break, where the break is that I can't see. And the same thing goes with really a certified financial planner professional. When you have that, we're looking at everything. We're looking at risk reduction. We're looking at asset allocation. We're looking at taxes. We're looking at everything, your whole picture. And that's what we're trying to do for you, is lower your risk, increase those returns, and then have a plan in place so that you don't have to worry about, where you're going to take the income. If the market goes down, what are you going to do? There's a lot of things out there that is clouding people's, really, their returns right now, because it is not easy to invest when the market is volatile. A lot of times people want to get out of the market when the markets are going down. It's like the worst thing to do. So maybe to have a certified financial planner professional on your side is what you need. Like I said, if a caddy can lower my score 4 to 5 strokes, what can a certified financial planner professional do for you? So again, our goal is to lower that risk that you currently have. Our goal is to look at what you have and put a plan in place and make sure you have income coming in. If you have income coming in, you don't care what the market's doing, and because it's not, your income is not coming from your portfolio all the time. we'll have it coming from different asset classes. So when you're looking at financial planning, you want to look at all that to take volatility out, not worry about volatility, not worry about taxes, because we're looking at all that for you. So I hope you can give us a call and let us show you what we can do here at the Advanced Retirement Group.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Maybe you remember the old TV commercial, "Pay me now or pay me later." Consider this. We're actually in the lowest tax bracket in the last 30 years. But these rates may not last for long, and where they may be headed could put a dent in your retirement. But there are things to do right now to reduce your future taxes and make informed decisions about your retirement. Certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend has a great free resource. Just go to savingtheinvestor.com and you can generate a quick report that can help you evaluate your potential tax bill in retirement. And it takes less than 1 minute. If what you learn surprises you, it's time to talk to Alfie. There may be ways that he can help you so that you can keep more of your hard-earned dollars in your pocket. Paying your fair share is one thing, but who wants to pay a penny more? Protect your financial future. Find out if your retirement tax bill could be too big by visiting savingtheinvestor.com or using the QR code on your screen.
You have a club for every scenario. A driver for the long holes, wedges to get over the hazards, and a putter when you need a touch of finesse. And you'll need plenty of these too. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Find out today. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review with Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Call 239-747-1080.
I've been blessed to be in the financial industry for the past 40 years. And also having a show here in Southwest Florida, a TV show, a radio show, helping people with their finances. Now, we get questions all the time, and we are going to answer some of these questions right now.
What are the most common mistakes people make when they're developing a financial plan?
When people come in our office, they might have part of a plan. They might have, let's say, a will established, but they didn't do a trust. Now, does everybody need a trust? It depends. If you have children, if you have, who does need a trust? You don't have to be a multi-millionaire to have a trust. But think about this. If you have children and you want your money to stay in your bloodline, you might want to do a trust, right? Because if your children inherit this money, they get a divorce, that trust can help your money stay in your bloodline versus going to that spouse. So there's some things that you can do. So a lot of times people don't have a complete plan. That's what as a certified financial planner professional, I have to look at everything. I have to look at your taxes. I want to look at your legacy planning, if that's important for you, a risk mitigation. So we look at all that to put that plan together so you have a total plan, not a partial plan.
In the past, I've heard people talk about risk tolerance when it comes to their finances. Can you explain this and help me determine how I find out what my risk tolerance is?
So a risk is very important to find out what your number is. So risk tolerance is something that you want to really make sure that you do a good job with, and we have a great program for that. And these are questions that was put together by a team of psychologists. And I remember this one client that before they became our client, he said after we were asking these questions, it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to go through these questions, maybe 10 minutes. But afterwards, he said, if I would have known I was going to have to take this test, I would have went to bed a little earlier. Now, he was kidding, but what it does is it, instead of picking a number between 1 and 10, and what does that mean? this really will ask questions based on you looking at making money and losing money, and it makes you answer a little bit differently, more of an emotion base, and it comes out with a much better number, a truer number, up or down. It's your number, and that's what's important about it.
What's the most efficient way to donate to the causes that I care about?
So when you're in a situation where you want to give money to charities, and there's different ways to do it. You can do it in a charitable remainder trust. There's just different ways to do it. You can leave it in your will. The best way to do it is, if you want to give money away, would be IRA money, to give the IRA money to the charity upon your death, and then leave the other monies that's not taxable to your heirs. That would be the best way. So there's different situations, there's different strategies that we would do, but we would look at all of them, and sometimes it does pertain having to get a trust of some type, and we do have relationships with attorneys that would help set that up for our clients.
Tax codes keep changing, and uncertainty is at an all-time high. That's why everybody needs a tax plan, because your tax plan is efficient as it should be. If you're not sure, it's time to get Alfie's tax map. It's designed to lower your tax bill so you can keep more of your hard-earned dollars. The tax map can help you lower your tax bracket, protect your money when taxes rise, and create tax-free income. Alfie's tax map can be yours for free if you're one of the first 9 people who text the word TAX to 239-747-1080. Alfie's tax map will give you at-a-glance clarity regarding the impact that taxes will have on your Social Security, income, and future estate, so you can plan with confidence. Don't pay more taxes than you have to. Text the word TAX to 239-747-1080. That's TAX to 239-747-1080.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Hi, Alfie Townsend here, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and we are proud to be official partner of FGCU Athletics. Go Eagles!
Welcome to another segment of Team Talk. I'm Mary Thompson, in studio with Alfie Townsend, our founder and president. Alfie, I love your book, Making Waves in Retirement. You've also written another one, Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway. Yeah. And what I like about your books is you have a lot of personal stories and analogies, and really how it relates to investing.
Yes.
And one of the things that we find often is that people are taking too much risk with their portfolio. So you have a great boating story that ties into that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was worried sick with my son. He was out on the boat with his friend, and there was a storm coming, and it was getting late. You know how these storms pop up out of nowhere here in Florida. It was in the summer, and they went to outrun the storm, okay? And they were able to do it. They took a picture behind it, and it would look like a hurricane chasing them. Okay, so sometimes taking a risk pays off, and a lot of times it doesn't pay off. And so what we do with our new people that come in, what we want to do is show them how their portfolio is performing if they're taking unnecessary risks. That's called the retirement simulator. And what it will do is it will take all your holdings, if it's large cap, small cap, mid cap, value companies, whatever it is, if bonds, it's going to put it into a rating system, and then it's going to show you if you are taking too much risk for the return that you're getting. And that's what you want to know. It's okay to take risks. Like my son and his friend Fabi, they took a risk because they knew their boat could most likely outrun that storm, so they were okay. But sometimes, if you're going to take a risk, you want to make sure you're getting rewarded But if you're not getting rewarded, it's not worth to take that risk. I always say it's if you're going to loan money to somebody and they have a bad credit rating, you're going to charge them a whole lot more interest than you would someone that has a good credit rating. It's the same thing, and that's, so you want to know what's going on inside your current portfolio.
And sometimes those storms do come up out of nowhere, and
yes.
Fortunately, Bobby and Devin, they made their way to their destination.
Yes.
But oftentimes we have a lot of warning, and people don't heed that warning as well. And look at what happened with the hurricane with Ian, and a lot of people thought, well, it won't be as bad. It'll probably turn.
They took the risk of staying there, and some of them died.
Yeah.
Some of them died. A lot of people died, and some wish they never stayed there because they didn't realize how bad it was going to be.
The trauma.
And that's the same thing with the portfolio. You don't know how bad it can be, so this will let you know how bad it could get, if you don't make some changes.
Absolutely. So the tool that you use is called the Retirement Simulator.
Yes.
And that's what helps people understand, are you taking too much risk? Are you paying too much in fees? Is it meeting your strategy, your goals?
That's perfect, yes.
Excellent, excellent. So, and this is something that Alfie will make available to you. If you'd like to work with Alfie and take a look at his retirement simulator to see if you can get to and through retirement, give us a call.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Alfie Townsend here. Please mark this date, July 12th. We're going to have a special event. We're going to be honoring our Lee County sheriffs, our firefighters, our first responders, our veterans, and you are welcome to come. It's going to be here at the Advanced Retirement Group office. We're going to have barbecue. We're going to have ice cream trucks. We're going to have a lot more. Can't talk about it all, but please put that down. There's a QR code. Register today. Long-term care is something that that's how I started my career in 1983, was long-term care. Believe it or not, that was one of the toughest products to explain to people, and it was very hard for people to grasp it, saying, you know what, I got to pay all this money, and if I never go in a nursing home or home health care, all that money went to waste. Well, what happened back then was you had to qualify for it. You had to be in really good health, and the company said they'll never raise your rates, but they do have the right to change the rates if the state allows them to raise the rates. And sure enough, that's what happened, and people started just canceling out these policies. So long-term care policies were very complicated back when I first started, and not too many people have a long-term care policy, but the insurance companies listen to a lot of advisors that we were advising them, saying, this is what we need. And if we had something like this, I think the people would really, really run to it. And this is what they developed. They did it with life insurance, and they did it with annuities. And how it works is this: you can have an IRA. This is what I think is fascinating about it. First of all, there's no health questions on the IRA one. No health questions. So if you have an IRA, if you have money sitting in the bank, this is really what we call a bond alternative, okay? Where it's going to pay you some money down the road. It will pay money down the road. It earns money while it's paying you money. But on the other hand, if you or your spouse needed home health care benefits or long-term care benefits, that money that they're paying you would double. Okay, think about this. If you were getting $40,000 a year lifetime income coming in, and it could be IRA money, it could be non-IRA money, and then all of a sudden your health gets bad or your spouse's health gets bad. Now remember, if it's IRA money, let's say it's your IRA and your spouse is the one that gets sick, you can let your spouse use your benefits for up to 5 years on double income. Now, it sounds a little confusing, but as long as you can't do 2 out of 6 activity daily living and your doctor is their doctor, this thing will double the income for up to 5 years for either you or your spouse. No questions asked on qualifying for this. You have to, have it for 2 years. That's it. It has to be 2 years old. but there's more details about it. I would love to explain it more in detail to see if it's something that could be in your arsenal with part of your IRA or money that's sitting in the savings to benefit you guys down the road if you ever need it.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters. Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. Give Alfie a call, 239-747-1080.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time. But you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
Remember the Wall Street bailouts? Those same big banks and financial firms have been fined billions for misleading customers. And now they want to manage your retirement savings. Why would you trust them? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, give me a call today.
Mondo Uomo offers a remarkable selection of the latest styles in menswear. Visit Mondo Uomo at the Village on Venetian Bay in Naples, Alberto, Bugacci, St. Croix, Zanella. Come see what remarkable shopping is all about.
We all have a picture of our perfect retirement, but how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation, 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now, 239-747-1080.